being born in England, why did you decide to become an athlete for Nigeria, not Britain?
It was just at the time, you know, I was coming out of, I'd just finished being a junior and was going into the senior category, and that's a big step to make and stuff. And I wasn't, you know, it was just, at the time I was getting more interested in like my Nigerian heritage and, you know, the Nigerian side of the family. And things just happened, you know, and then things came into place, which meant that I was able to race for Nigeria and I took the opportunity, and, you know, and that never looked back since.
And Nigeria got 9 scholarships for Nigerian athletes. You know, how important was it for you to receive one?
Yeah, it was really important because, you know, it costs a lot of money to be training, and the equipment in canoeing and stuff costs a lot of money. So it was really important that I received that scholarship just to help me have the best possible preparation in the lead up to the Olympic qualifiers and the lead up to the Olympics. Now it was a big deal getting that, and I'm really grateful for it.
And you beat, you know, bronze Olympic medalist in the African Canoe Slalom Championships. You know, you got first place in that. You got your ticket to the Olympics there. You know, so that gave you confidence.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of confidence because Benjamin Bupete from Togo, the guy who won the bronze medal, you know, I had to beat him, and he's a really strong athlete and really respected in the canoe slalom world, and really everyone expected him to win. He thought it was a given that he'd win, but I trained hard and I'd put in a lot of effort, so I thought I definitely had potential to beat him, and I went out there on the day and had a fantastic race and beat him, so it gives me a lot of confidence in the build up to the Olympics. Yeah.
And like the officials at that event, they commended you, and you know, they had belief in you that you can perform at your best at the games. You know, important for you to have that kind of support.
Yeah, it's really important to have that support, and you know, to know that the Nigerian Olympic Committee are behind me and the Nigerian Federation are behind me is really important, especially because, you know, because I'm living in Britain, training in Britain. You know, it's good to know that even though there's that distance, there's still their support, and they're fully behind me in the build to the Olympics. Yeah.
And like you say, you know, you're living in Britain, and as the games is there, do you feel that gives you an advantage?
Yeah, I think it does. Like, you know, all the Team GB are talking about the home advantage, and almost for me, it's almost similar for me, because although I'm racing for Nigeria, you know, I live over here, train over here, and I know a lot of friends and family will be able to watch the race. I think it'll give me a big home advantage. I mean, in the last year as a junior, when I was racing for Great Britain still, there was European Championships in Nottingham, and there was a fantastic atmosphere there, and you know, the crowd got really behind you and stuff, so hopefully it'll be the same for the London 2012 Olympics.
And you know, Nigeria, like I say, have never represented anyone in, you know, this competition in the Olympics. You know, what's it like for you to be the first person to achieve that?
Yeah, it's a real privilege to, you know, it's because I'll be the first Nigerian in the sport of canoeing at the Olympics, and I'm the first Nigerian to win medals in a water sport at an international level. So it's really good, and the story's got a lot of interest in Nigeria. Like people are really interested in the story and are keen to see how I perform at the Olympics. So now it's an exciting time.
And you know, again, you say you live in Britain. You've done canoeing events for Britain. You know, what was it like after, you know, you moved to represent Nigeria?
Yeah, the move from competing for Britain to Nigeria wasn't it's something that I never really regretted. At the time, my you know, it was the Team Great Britain had taken me off funding because I'd finished 14th in the Europeans instead of in the top 10, and I thought it was a bit unfair because it was only a 2-second penalty because I touched the gate, which kept me out of the final. So, you know, they said they didn't want me, so I decided that I didn't want or need them, and you know, I'm proud to be racing for Nigeria, and I've never looked back since. So, yeah.
And you know, just finally, you know, is there anything, you know, any athletes, you know, want to become something like you have and compete at the Olympics? Is there anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, I think not only for athletes, but in any aspect of your life, you've just got to set a goal and aim high and do whatever it takes to achieve your goal, and really be focused on it and put in the effort, put in the time, and you know, give it your all.
Yeah. Do you want to ask some more questions?
Yeah, can you do the shake hand again? Yeah.
So is there anything you lot want to add?
Yeah, what motivated you to compete?